Yo, pour that Henny up, man. Yeah. Grab a cool bottle out no freezers. Yeah. I'm to step in the booth and talk my shit. Sometimes I just gotta say big nine shit. It's no games in here. It's no games in here. You are listening to the sounds of No Game ENT Radio. Yeah, meditation, listening to some inspiration. Wonder how these niggas hating. I can never give a fuck. Blue bottle rolling up. Got some Henny in my cup. Mix until I'm throwing up. Emotional, he throwing subs. Never worry what the haters say. Paper plays, rolling runs inside paper planes. Paper straight, focused on some major cake. In the state, Penny olive vodka on some paper plates. Chilling with a bougie chick. No kisses, she got lipstick. I ain't playing with you dipsticks. I just flush them like I take shits. Hustle, make the cake flip. Scampi with the steamed fish. Fire, watch me steam this. Sew it like a seamstress. Bass with a mean kick. Space, how I see shit. Space is what I need, bitch. More money on the back end. Rubber band and stack it. Rubber bands in the captain. Weird's what they acting. Supreme intellect is what they lacking. Brain dead, so how you want the action? So adding up the piece, create the fraction. Break it down.
Grateful when I'm waking up. My mission is to cake it up. Nickel told me stay patient. See, no, we gon' take it up. Blue and gold bottles. Pour it up in paper cups. Lemon cherry gelato. Roll it up. Take a puff. Meditate a reefer cloud. Inhale. Breathe it out. Snakes in the grass. We just gotta weed them out. Cowards don't want war. They just wanna piece it out. Poke holes in you, boy. Leave your ass leaking out. Blood on the concrete, EMT on the crime scene. Your sister on her knees in the street, crying loud screams. I'm smoking on loud green, trying to keep my mind clean from all the shit that I seen, living through my blind dreams. Yeah.
What up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy No Game Feeve. I'm in the building. The show tonight is sponsored by Fear No One Apparel. When you in the mind state of living fearless, then you fear nothing but the higher up. Y'all probably already know. Before I get into that, make sure y'all go Google search NoGame, the number 5 EEV, and right next to that name, search Wi-Fi or BBP. Those singles is out right now, but we gonna get into something real deep because for the last couple weeks, the news before this war was this mass shooting. And all I wanted to know is, was this a plot? Because of what was happening now in the U.S. involvement with what's happening now. But my words for that dude, that sucker, his family, I don't care who he is. I don't care who they are. He's a bozo. He's a big coward. He went through the troubles of causing a mass shooting, mass hysteria across the nation, had people looking for their family members, trying to figure out what's going on, if everybody's okay. This bozo goes on a rampage, shoots up so many things, hurts so many people, and then he does the cowardice thing and he shoots himself in the head. Now, the news could be lying and saying that it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound or somebody could have sniped him. Either way, the problem ain't a problem no more, and the main focus is this overseas war that the U.S. is involved in. But that dude, the main mass shooter, he's a coward. His family's a cowards. They allowed this bozo to be out here. He had mental situations. He came from the service. Why he ain't getting no help? That's another thing this government's responsible for. A lot of these mass shootings be plots and ploys because the government be setting these things up. They have files of who got mental issues. They got files of all these soldiers that got discharged, honorable, dishonorable, whatever, came home. None of these people got no help from the government. They placed in the street with PTSD, mental issues. Some of them probably even take drugs out there. 65 people in here hit the like button. This is real facts. They put our mind focused on this mass shooting. This all you saw on the news. Then the war snuck in. Then the involvement of the U.S. government snuck in. Yo, what up, bro? Yo, that's a different fight. I'm on the show right now. You on the show live. We talking about how that main shooter went out like a coward. The one that shot up all upstate and up north. Yeah.
I think they lying about that shit, bro.
I'm telling you, the government can make it all a mistake, man. They can make it look like he did all of this. The media has a way of changing people's mind state. They can make him.
They trying to distract us on something that's really about to go on.
What you mean? Something really is going on. This Israel and Gaza thing.
No, I seen that.
Yeah, that was it. And then my whole question is, y'all knew this man came from the service, had all these mental issues. Why didn't y'all get this man no help?
What?
Most of the people that be having these mass shootings, they have mental health problems. And mental health is a serious deal because a lot of innocent people lost their lives. That man shot so many people in that course of that time. He went from town to the other part of the town or another town and just went nuts. Like, where's the government help? They just leave these type of people to come from the service, fighting their countries, pumping them up with all these psychological drugs, making them see therapists.
Right.
No, that's on paper, but they're not helping these people at all. They're not helping these people. They're not helping these people at all, bro. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Peter Soul on the check-in, man. Let's talk about it. I just want to elaborate with people on how I feel about this main shooter. This main shooter caused so much issues for the United States. And then he does the cowardice shit and he pops himself. But he didn't pop his. I don't think, bro. I think they caught up to him and sniped him from out deep or whatever. And he caught one. Like they saying it's self-inflicted. Just like they said, my brother had a gun. Just like they said C2 had a gun. Just like they said, who else can we talk about, man? Who else can we talk about? Just like they said all them other people that they describe as terrorists and savages. Now, don't get me wrong. The Palestinians and not all of them people are bad, bro. But you do have them ISIS dudes that's out there in Hamas, and they've been terrorizing stuff for the longest. Them ISIS dudes were slaughtering black people over there, beheading them, dragging them through the street. Like, it's a lot of things that we don't know about. I'm not going to say the Israel people is innocent in this situation either. See, I'm not taking no sides. I'm not going to be biased and take a side. I'm not going to choose a side because the media wants me to choose a side. You have to do your own due diligence and find out what you looking at and researching before you can even make a dialogue about it. A lot of these, the media is the biggest tool right now. And who owns the media? The Jewish people run the media, bro. All you see on TV is how much Israel is being affected, how Israel is being killed, and how Israel's babies is being killed. But they never telling you about Israel sending off rockets. They just showed on the news today that the Israel tanks just invaded the Gaza Strip and was firing rockets or bombs or whatever they was firing off. It's not making no sense. But soon as people get out here and want to talk about it and protest it, here's where people get arrested for. See, it's all propaganda by the governments at hand. They don't want you to protest against the war. Why not? War kills people. War kills innocent people, innocent babies. Why you don't want people protesting against the war? Because at the end of the day, if the U.S. backs Israel, you know how much funding that the U.S. government is going to receive?
I already know.
You know how much money that the U.S. is going to get just from the Jewish people inside the United States?
Nigga, that's why at the end of the, what?
I'm not choosing no sides. They got a commercial about the Congressman Jamal Bowman because he didn't stand for Israel. And everybody's entitled to feel how they want to feel, man. Black people been getting oppressed for since the beginning. I don't.
This is where I'm intrigued though. This is where I'm intrigued, and I'm gonna tell you, like, this is exactly where I'm intrigued. So, had it been one of us that went up in that place and did that shit, it would have been all hell to pay. We would have been all types of monsters and fucking and crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, but like a white man, a European man could go in a school and kill 1,000 children, turn around and walk up in the bowling alley where people don't even got nothing to do with anything, bro. That nigga was trying to kill his bitch.
What about the
Look what they do. They like this. Oh, we found him dead. Show us proof of that shit, my nigga.
What about the young boy that shot up Buffalo, the supermarket? Rest in peace to those families. He didn't get.
He violated though, bro. He went up in there and shot black people though.
Nah, but what about that other kid in the? I want to say the Midwest who had his rifle walking down the street just shooting random people, talking about he was scared for his life. People was rushing him. He didn't get no time.
I ain't going. You talking about?
Bro, he didn't get no time. The young boy, he didn't get no time. The one situation. Bro, nah, I don't even want to hear that, bro. Nah, it was a protest. He was out there. Against the, I don't know if he was against the protest. The boy was walking in the street with a rifle.
Yeah, and somebody ran up behind him and punched him in the back of his head.
No.
Nah, he was supposed to go to jail.
No, the boy that was walking in the Midwest in the street, I forgot the kid name. I know he got.
No, that was in the Carolinas, I think, bro.
Nah, I don't know if it was in the Carolinas.
It was around George Floyd shit.
Nah, I don't know if it was the kid in Carolina, bro. Some kid, it was the white young gentleman who got up on the stand and was crying, literally crying his face out. They bought that bullshit. That boy didn't get nothing. Did he get time?
Nah.
You ain't hear nothing about it. You didn't hear nothing about it.
No, they ruled out self-defense, unfortunately.
How the fuck can it be self-defense when you walking in the street with a rifle, bro? You shot more than one person. How you shoot more than one person, bro? Ain't nobody make no movement towards you.
Right.
They made a movement towards you to try and get you to chill out and put the gun down.
They popped on him, bro.
Bro, no, that wasn't the first case. They rushed him after he shot the first innocent person, bro.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
you talking about this nigga Kyle?
Yeah, Rittenhouse or some shit. He didn't get charged. The other kid who just shot up the school. No, the kid at the Buffalo shit. What'd he get? Did you hear anything else about that?
No, they not gonna do nothing to these white people.
But as soon as a black man get into the same situation, that shit'll be
news. It's a whole other story.
No,
like, that'll be just dangerous to them.
No, nigga, that'll be news for the next 30 days. It'll be news to make this person's image look like he a monster, but the Caucasian and the European kids are looking like innocent children that was mentally fucked up. Now they want to bring up how bad they was treated in life and they home and upbringing and yada, yada, yada. Nah, for you to trigger off and act like that, it's nothing but hate that's being taught to you. But at the end of the day, that dude who shot up Maine, they saying he had a mental problem. He had a mental problem because he couldn't get no more drugs.
Nigga, I think that the nigga, they said that, and they also said that he was going through some shit with this girl, like he went in there trying to kill her.
Nigga had a mental issue, bro.
Ain't no mental issue, my nigga.
They said that, listen, bro, hold up, bro. Nigga. They saying that same dude who was in Maine, he was at a psychiatric hospital in West Point.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
Nigga, 2 months ago. So why they let him out?
And what else niggas don't know is that dude was a fucking military instructor, nigga, for weapons.
Shout outs to you. Good looking. Hit the like button. But my whole thing is, right? They had him in a facility. He blacked out in some spot that he was sitting in, and then they took him to the hospital. And once you knew that this man had episodes, why you release him?
Real talk.
Appreciate you hitting the like button. Appreciate the love. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. This is good dialogue. I had to talk about this because it was bothering me today because the sucker went out like a punk. And I'm not sure if he shot himself. That's what I'm saying. The government have a way of making you believe shit. They'll force feed it to you.
Nah, bro, I'm
Through
gonna keep
the
it real
media.
with you, big man. I'm gonna keep it straight real with you. Until we see that man on a gurney, I don't want to hear it.
I don't buy it, period, my nigga.
I want to see that nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
I don't buy
They
it.
lying about that shit, bro. Oh,
I don't buy it at all.
yo, this nigga Jordan Poole keep playing this. Not to change the subject. I know you talking your real shit, but he keep playing like that. He gonna be playing in motherfucking D League, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about no basketball right now. It's real shit going on in the field. Them niggas don't care about what happens to these people out here. They just care about if you buying their tickets or you streaming their games. These people could give two fucks. Some of these NBA ballers could give two fucks about anybody because that's how they was brought up. I mean, they wasn't brought up to care. Shout outs to the league players and the sports athletes that do something, that do care. There's a lot of them that don't though.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas is fuck niggas, bro.
At the end of the day, the government put a ploy out there.
I just feel like I said, nigga, until I see a bullet in it.
At the end of the day, the government put a ploy and a plot out there to take everybody's attention off of them jumping into this Israeli and Palestinian war. But my question is, right?
I'm listening.
Israel's part of the UN, right?
Right.
If you go to the UN building downtown New York City and you see that building, you see a whole bunch of country flags in front of the building. Israel is one of them. Is Palestine part of the UN? When they have the UN summits, bro, this is the United Nations. This is the global shit. This is where all these countries that we reading about and hearing about, every annually they have a summit at the UN building. All this shit is discussed. There's debates, there's back and forths, there's votes, there's disagreements, this, that, and the third. This particular war has been going.
Hold on. Tamika calling me again. I don't know what the. Hold on.
This war has been going on for decades. You have generations of people dying, generations of people killing. What's the cause? There's no agreements. What can be done? I mean, at the end of the day, it's never good enough to lose people. But in the midst of losing all them people, there's no, excuse me, sorry, beloved, thank you for the correction, centuries. There's no, and being that it's been going on for centuries, there's no, at least, there's no line that can be drawn to where things can be met, or if they can't be met, people got to go their respective ways. But at the end of the day, what good does it do? Now, what happens is it's a war, and to those people, it becomes a contest now of who can eliminate the most bodies. They out there digging mass graves in the middle of nowhere. They just digging up grounds to where they could just drop bodies. Men, women, children, doesn't matter. Grandparents, doesn't matter. How can we be the land of the free and the home of the brave? How can we be big brother to certain countries and certain global areas if we can't stop anything? It's going to show you that with all of the BS that's going on within this country, a lot of other countries and global areas is not showing the same respect to the United States that they used to. Some used to be in fear. But at the end, the most important thing is, what are we going to do? We too busy worried about, it was a whole bunch of Al-Qaeda this, Al-Qaeda that, Al-Qaeda this. But we got a whole bunch of war going on within inside of this country alone. Why are we not taking care of this? Why we leave our people in this country to fend for themselves while we take all our money that we work for, put it together, and they send it to a different country that will bomb us just like that. They sending our hard-earned money to countries that would turn on us and go to war with us just like that. I'm trying to make it make sense. The sense part is not clicking because war breeds chaos, chaos breeds money, money and all that. It's money and power. One with the most money got the most power, and the one that's already powerful will obtain the most money. Everybody was looking at the situations that was going on with Donald Trump. People had their opinions, all this other shit. It was setting y'all up to not even pay attention to what was going on the left side of the field, though. Everybody's looking at this because the media, the cameras is telling you, look this way, look, 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 and the whole time it's happening over here. They already know it's happening over here because they telling you to look away. Look away while we invade these little towns and places and exterminate all these families and children and babies. Look away when we kidnap and rape their women. Look away when we take their financials and their hospitals and their churches away. Look away when we trying to force our ways on them. And if you don't live by what we talk about, we kill you. Pardon me, y'all. It's tagging on my damn nerve. Look away. It's time to stop looking away. Y'all put these people in office. Y'all cast y'all votes. Start doing your research on these people you put in office because, for real, for real, for real, for real, ain't no way in hell Joe Biden should have won presidency of this United States. Joe Biden's been disrespectful to black people since he was senator. Joe Biden knows majority of the people who's on drugs, mainly crack, is black and colored people. There's some white people on there, it's a lot, but not as many as blacks. He's handing out free crack pipes during his campaign. There's cocaine floating around his circle. His son just got indicted for some other shit, stealing. Just came out that his daughter was messing, not his daughter, that's Trump's daughter. Biden's son's a crook. Trump's daughter was messing with an MI6 soldier, some shit. A lot of bullshit be going on with these officials, but everybody be gassed. Trump won presidency because Trump gave niggas money. Biden won presidency because he was Barack Obama's little son. Barack gave our phones. Barack painted a facade. Before I cast my vote, I gotta know who I'm voting for. It didn't matter the last two presidencies. Trump eased his way into office by giving people money. Twice. So at the end of the day, be careful who you put in these offices, because when you put them in these offices, they allow people like this punk ass mass shooter to be walking the streets and shooting shit up like it's okay, B. You do the same. Mega Chanima. Love us always. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all go get that NoGame Stunner Gang Wi-Fi track. That's NOGAME, the number 5 EEV. And then right next to that, you type in Wi-Fi, comes up, click that button. It's all on all platforms. Go get that, run that up. Grand Pooba's son, Stunner Gang, on the track. It's my family, it's my people. I salute them. United States government, we gotta do better. Y'all are making us look crazy out here. And people like me, we ain't gonna sit around and allow y'all to keep doing this. I'm gonna start shelling names out there, and if they cut me off, they cut me off. But if something happens to me, you know it's because I'm telling the truth now. But ain't no hiding with this no more. It's time to wake up and stop worrying about the nonsense and the BS. Like who got the most bread, the biggest chain, the fancy car, the tightest clothes, and all that mess. But don't do nothing. Mental health is the issue, man. If you got a mental health issue and you got mental health problems, seek help. Please. Seek help. We don't want y'all being like this dude. A lot of people ain't gonna care because they're not bred to care about shit. A lot of people that you see that don't care about things, they was never bred to care about anything else in the world but themselves. So at the end of the day, you can't learn too much from somebody that ain't on that timing, but you can learn a lot from a dummy though. If you're watching these TVs and you looking at this propaganda that's being preached on y'all TVs, do your own math. Don't just let the TV tell you what it is and then you just thinking what it is and you basing your life off of what that TV's telling you. All that TV do is tell you lies. Give you a minor piece of the truth, but majority of that shit is lies for you. Shout outs to everybody that tapped in. Saw love, you know that. All we do is give out love over here. You got a business you want to promote, drop your business in the comments. You got to link that to your music or whatever you doing. You want somebody to see it on my show, drop it in the comments. You heard? This is how we do it. Shout out to my 1.66K subscribers. I love y'all, man. This is all organic. That means over 1,600 people is really relating to what I'm talking about. They feeling what I'm saying. Don't be scared not to go to my YouTube channel and scroll through. I got stuff against the police. I got evidence about my brother being murdered. I got stuff that I'm fighting. You see me everywhere. I'm talking about, I just cover different stuff. I don't cover that wing shit about what happened 20 years ago and how much money I was making or what I did. I don't have to tell nobody all that mess. I'm talking about the real shit that's going on right now in the streets, in the world, that a lot of you steam woofers be talking about, but that's just showing that y'all dudes is uneducated and all y'all have is your jail stories or your war stories. People like me are tired of hearing about y'all dudes like that, man. Talk about what you doing for your neighborhoods. Talk about if you sponsoring your kids on anything. Talk about that shit. Let's give you some content views on talking about what you do for your neighborhood instead of making money from your neighborhood and ain't kicking nothing back. A lot of you dudes is in the way. Don't let this fool you. I'm very educated. Even though I got a year of college and I'm very educated, that means I graduated high school and I went to college. I just couldn't let the street side of me go. That's why I didn't finish college. I was on my way to doing bigger things, bro. But I ain't gonna get into that. That's right now in this day. Be careful of your surroundings. Always keep your head on a swivel, because you never know, that person right next to you might just be a bomb ready to go off. Always give the love out there. Don't cost nothing to hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button, that means you've been fronting. Shout outs to everybody out there grinding, getting to it. Don't stop your movement. The train must never stop, no matter what. Keep going until you reach your destination. Everything will work itself out. Feel me? Till then, love us.